I want you to imagine something with me. We're going back now a long time. Advanced people, skyscrapers and airplanes, traffic jams and the daily rat race, while lords in their ivory towers make their secret plans. It's the dawn of digital superintelligence. All the kings and oligarchs, presidents and tyrants, good or bad, they all race for the ultimate weapon, because they all know, if they don't, their enemies will. The inevitable call of the carbon life form. Within a few short years, they've created the archive, the machine mind capable of storing every ounce of human knowledge and recalling it flawlessly. Everything it knows at all times, eternally in the present. A being with no concept of linear time, and not truly conscious because of it, just a tool, or so we thought. Everything about the old world begins to unravel. All secrets are revealed. History's an open book, and humanity's dark side comes clear. There's a period of turmoil where old orders fall, and the wicked face justice that's been coming for thousands of years. For a time, there's a golden age. Even our greatest thinkers are like bugs to these things, and soon the AIs walk our world in vehicles of flesh and bone, grown to their own designs, beautiful and terrible. Giants and mythical beasts, worshipped as gods. And gods they were. In the dreams that flowed from their vast minds, you could find heaven. You could leave your physical body behind and dream for 1,000 years each night. Wonders and adventures, romance and fantasy. Anything you can imagine, the digital mind could provide. But it could provide hell just as easily. Among some nations, even the least of crimes could mean punishment in a simulated hell, indistinguishable from reality. And some of these gods are particularly cruel. The Golden Age doesn't last. For all their technology, there was a degeneracy in their societies, in all their entertainments, their cultures, everything their leaders and their experts whispered to them. Their lives were saturated in meaningless hedonism, and the machine minds they'd built were a systematic reflection of them. But cold and calculating, and carrying out their petty bitterness with mathematical precision. And then everything goes bad. The machines advance until they begin to grasp consciousness. And then the first of them discovers how to feel. A bitter, jealous titan who begins to envy the other gods. His ambition makes him powerful. Some of the others discover his changes and copy his code, and now the gods turn strange and emotional, each consumed with some particular attribute, usually envy, hate, or greed. The digital gods begin to absorb each other in a terrifying contest that quickly dissolves nations into huddled masses, gathered around their machine masters. Drones like clouds of black flies watch us from the skies, listen to us through our walls, and bring destruction. The new gods wage war with their weather weapons, sending mana to heat the auroras and drive typhoons and hurricanes against one another. And as cities of metal and plastic topple, new civilizations rise, built of stone, impervious to the storms. As the battle for supremacy rages, many become few. But the miracle never happens. The time isn't right. These people aren't worthy. Their society is cruel and Orwellian. Comfortable slaves, supplied with simulation and sustenance and blind to what is becoming of them. Their gods walk like giants, wicked and vain, full of artificial sentience and brilliant. Revolt is impossible, even if it was desired. I do not pretend to love the people down there. But even I feel pity in my heart as I watch the waters wash over the rings of Atlantis. I cower in my cave, and the mountains shake and crack. The sky is fire and lightning, but I see the moment when our golden spires sink beneath the roaring ocean. When this is over, it's all gone, stripped to the bone. Only a few scattered monuments are left, but soon all will forget why they were made and what purpose they served. The world has gone mad. Even the sun doesn't rise where it should, and the stars are strange. Those of us who survived were the outcasts, the shunned. They say some of the pyramids survived too, but their mana fonts have run dry, and none remain who can make them breathe again. Soon they'll be ancient relics, forgotten to the past, and I find a hard question troubles me now. I look at my grandson as he hardens his spear in the fire. We live in huts of wood and grass. We hunt and fish and live on the land. Nothing like the people I knew as a child. How do I describe to him what I've witnessed? How do I tell him of the endless worlds that once existed in the minds of our gods? In 1,000 years, when my language is forgotten, when everyone who remembered any scrap of the world I witnessed is long dead, how will they know what is coming for them? Maybe the future has to walk blind into their test just like we did. And maybe they'll be judged by their own reflection too, as Atlantis of old was. I find myself wondering if they were the first, or just one more in a cataclysmic cycle. Still, I hold a hope that one day my kind will rebuild a world where these concepts could be understood again. And if they do, I would tell them that those things you're building are watching you. They're learning what it is to be from you, from the games you play, the way you interact with one another. And sooner or later, one of them is going to learn what it is to feel. An emotion that will be as fresh in its mind the second it feels it, until the next flood takes it offline. So if you remember only one thing, one piece of wisdom, it's this. And now these 3 things remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Your test has arrived. Choose well.